saying now. Do you know thinking? I'm not saying worrying. Worrying is easier. But it's the same energy you are using to worry that you use to think. Not many people think. It was from Bishop Oyedepo I heard he said that many people think they are thinking. but not many people think. And you see, that's why they pay people who think more than the people who work with their hands. Because thinking, the work in thinking is more than the thing you are doing with your hand. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? Come on, won't you get annoyed that when you go to maybe the MD of a company sits in a furnished office, just sit down sipping coffee with the ambience of the office, and then all of you in the factory doing lebu work from morning till night, and then somebody is sitting inside office, AC, they are controlling and they are paying the person. When you even when you are saying yes sir, you say, see this lazy person, he's just sitting in the office. See, if you people exchange office, you can't last one day inside that office. You can't. You know, because the thing you're just doing with your hand without thinking, do you know what it takes to think? And that's why I'm telling you that, that's why many people won't do this, because it takes a whole lot of effort to sit down and think. Your mind will be running haywire. Do you know what it takes to gather your mind in one place? Just like some people are inside this place now, they have gone to Wadata market. From Wadata, they have gone to Lafia. From Lafia, they moved to Kefi. From Kefi, they're on their way now to Lagos. But they are sitting here. In fact, the food they will eat in 2 weeks' time, they started cooking it inside the hall here now. It's a whole lot of work to bring your mind to one place and to focus on one thing. So you need to focus on what are my strengths, so that I'm not trying to go and be doing something that I've not been crafted for. That's the problem with many of us. And let me even tell you, do you know, when you are looking for work, I need to say this. You see, the problem is that what drives us when we're looking for work is money, economic factor. You see, let me tell you something. What you are becoming is more important than the salary they are paying you. I need to say this to somebody here. What you are becoming, when you want to choose a job, you know, let me give you an example. If you have 3 offers, one job offers to pay you 50,000 naira, the second one offers to pay you 100, the third one offers to pay you 200. Which one are you going to choose? 200. See your life. You see, that's why many people will not go far in life. Because people will rather choose a job of 200 and they are unhappy doing the job. When it is on Monday, they are hissing. What is this? Monday again? And they are not learning anything. You see, what should determine your choosing a job? One, the leading of God. Secondly, you have to analyze if that job is in line with where you are going in life. Are you going to become, what are you going to become in course of doing that job? Sometimes you are taking a job that is off your purpose, off your talent, off what you want to become. And if you have to do it for a season. Are you hearing what I'm saying? If you have to do that, but you know the problem of doing it for a season, that is only few people that actually have the courage to abandon that thing after a season and move into the real thing they want to do. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's where the problem is. And that's why I'm not emphasizing, because not many people have that. They can stay there and say, I'm going to do this for 5 years. 25 years has passed. They are still there. Not fulfilled. Not fulfilled. There are many unfulfilled people walking around. I'm not talking about money. Even some of these people may have money, but no fulfillment. Now, let me tell you another thing. In trying to locate your talent, discover your talent, try many things. Are you getting what I'm saying? Do what? I want to hear you do what? Many things. Try many things. Don't be afraid to do what you have never done before. You see, you don't even know. Sometimes the things you know how to do are not obvious. Hey, are you getting what I'm saying? Sometimes even the things you like are not obvious. The things you know how to do, they are not obvious. So it's when you are now, you see, and that's why the church is a beautiful place to discover your talent. Hey, is somebody hearing what I'm saying? And that's part of the reason why serving is one of the beautiful places to discover your talent. Because you see, when you are serving, people don't really care what you know how to do or what you don't know how to do. They just be sending you. Are you with me now? So when they send you, you go and do. In the process of doing, you discover what you can do and you discover what you like. And that's why you must do it with the whole of your heart. Because it is only when you do it with the whole of your heart that you can discover what you can do and what you like. Hey, are you hearing what I'm saying? What did I say you should do? Try how many things? Many things. Many things. They send you to go and do that, go and do it. It's in doing it you discovered. How many of you, it was in doing one assignment that you discovered your capacity in that assignment? Can I see your hand if there's anybody like that? Ordinarily, you didn't know you could do it. In fact, I remember one time, I didn't even know that I had a good voice. Are you with me? I didn't know. In fact, because the way, when I was growing up, my voice has this, what do they call it now? Baritone and all that. So as a child, you see people just say, when I just talk, you say, carry down your voice, or a frog voice. Oh my God. I told you how bad mouthed people. So I didn't know I could sing. So I thought I had a bad voice. I only joined choir because I followed my friends. My friends were in the choir after secondary school. So I joined them. So, in fact, that choir, we didn't even know how to sing parts. Because when I was joining the choir, I thought that once you are a man, anything that comes out from your mouth is tenor. So we'll just be singing and be happy. Woo! When we finish, they'll clap for us. Hey! We thought we have achieved something. I now moved from Aba to Lagos. Travel. The world is not out on come. You see, the world is bigger than your village. So, I traveled to Lagos as a teenager. I went and joined choir. With my backward mindset that tenor is just men. Once I'm just singing, as a man, I'm singing tenor. So, I was in this choir, so they put us into parts, tenor. So I sang. They said, shut up. That's not tenor. I said, do you people know how, in my heart, how many years I've been in the choir? I'm sure some of you can relate with the stupid things that you have been doing. This thing now. In my heart, I couldn't say that. I've been in the choir for how many years? And you're telling me keep quiet that I'm not singing tenor. What do you mean? So the head tenor singer, they say, be looking at his mouth. Anyhow he sings, sing like that, that's tenor. So, and I started listening and looking at his mouth. Mr. James, one powerful guy that could sing like this. He was one of our lead singers. So I discovered that what he was singing was different from what I was singing. So, you see, one of the things when we get to that, if you are to maximize your talent, is that you have to be humble. humble to learn. Humble to learn. So I had to humble for about the 2 years I was in the choir that we didn't know what we were doing. We thought we were Hosanna praise choir. Hey, clap for them. Mind is you're going to see my. We'll just be singing and oh Jesus. You know this thing you say, I've done my best. That's not best. Find out the real best. So I'm going somewhere with this. So I started backing up. So I started backing. One day we were having a big program. My music director came like this. We came early. Usually the choir will come early to rehearse and all that. He looked at me and said, "You are leading praise." Praise worship. I said, "What? Me?" I believe Satan must have sent him. I believe Satan has sent him to disgrace me. Hey! I bet, the only thing, what helped me that time as a young man, I loved the Lord. I was learning about God, so even I can't disobey my leader and all that. So I was doing things, following order. I begged. I said, "Sir, I've never done it before." Hey, you say you must do it. Listen, it's not that he gathered, it wasn't a fellowship. Oh. I'm telling you, church, we're having a program. Hey, I begged and begged. He said, "You must lead it." He still referred me to that my organ. He said, "Go and meet him. Let him guide you and give you some songs. How you're going to lead." Hey, when I begged, I knew that no way. I had to calm down, organize myself. I went to James. He said, "I'm leading praise." So he gave me. Now see, by the time I led praise that day, my God, it was as if I've been leading praise for long. In fact, that's how I left that church as one of the leading praise and worship, praise leader. Just from trying that out, just from that somebody pushing me. Come on, are you hearing what I'm saying? But if nobody is willing to push you, push yourself. Now, can I tell you a story, a very funny story? A king had a daughter, and then he said that, look, he's looking for the person that will marry his daughter. He had this pool full of deadly reptiles like crocodiles and all that. He said anybody that will swim across, that's the person that will marry my daughter. And he's going to inherit, he'll be the heir to the throne and everything. So all of a sudden, everybody stood. I was waiting. All of a sudden, they just heard a splash inside the water. Bah! Somebody just inside. Before you know it, after a while, they saw the person across the other side of the pool. So everybody started jubilating. Hey, you made it, you made it, you made it. Wow! They wanted to lift him up. That he has become the king's son-in-law. He said, first of all, stop. I want to find out who pushed me inside. He said, please, nobody should come near me. I want to find out who was the one that pushed me inside that water. He said, who pushed me? See, nobody should congratulate me. Who pushed me? That's what I want. I'm on a journey now of discovering who pushed me into this world. Now let me tell you something. You don't know your capacity until you are pushed. And that's one of the work of a leader. Now let me tell you this. Some of you, if we ask you now, can you jump that fence? You say no. Can you climb and remove this? You say no. I'm short. I cannot climb anything. Now think about it. Just imagine. Can I borrow your imagination now? Just think about it. God forbid. 2 lions. 3. Rather, 3. One come from this side. One come from this other door. The other one come from this other. Now let me tell you something. How 30 people will hang on this? Oh Jesus! You see, you that if they tell you to come and climb this thing, you say, I cannot climb. The way this thing can accommodate you, you will not know. This rod, that is the way you will hang there. You see, you would have realized, you won't even realize when you will jump this fence without touching it. You see, even your leg will be broken, you will not know until you reach Lafayette. It's when you reach Lafayette that you will realize when you want to move the leg, it's so that the leg are not together again. And when you think the leg broke when you got to Lafayette? It broke since. But the adrenaline that was, you are running for safety. See, you don't know, this is not the best version of you, I'm telling you. You don't know the things you can do until you are pushed. Who pushed me? Who pushed you? Somebody needs to push you, I'm telling you. And if nobody is pushing you, push yourself. Oh. It's one of the ways to discover the things you can do. That man didn't know he had what it takes to swim across that kind of deadly until somebody pushed him. Push yourself. Try new things. Try many things. Do many things. Go beyond. Leave your comfort zone. Your comfort zone will be the burial ground of your talent. It will be the burial ground of your life. Leave your comfort zone. You don't know the things you can do until you leave your comfort zone. Now, I said do new things. You don't know. Those things are not usually obvious. Now, the last but not the least, and it's not exhaustible, you can't exhaust it, is that, you see, talk to people who know you. Are you with me? Talk to some people who know you. You know, you might have a blind side of yourself. All of us, we all have a blind side of ourselves. We don't even know the things we are doing right. Sometimes we don't know the things that we're doing wrong. That it will take another person to draw your attention. Are you with me? Talk to people, genuine people around you. And that's why we must have genuine people around us who can point out certain things about us to us. Are you with me? So that's why we have mentors. And when I want to, if I have time to exhaust the how to maximize, because this one is now how to what? Find. Are you getting it now? Talk to people around you. Please tell me honestly. They can begin to tell you, look, hi, the last time I tested that egusi soup, out of this world. Or the last time I tested that egusi soup, don't try it. If that is where I want to go, don't go there. But this other side, are you getting it? Let people talk to you honestly. So how do I maximize and refine my talent? Like I told you, to maximize means to make large. And the reason why we need to maximize, because God will never give you the seed or your talent in a maximized form. Are you with me now? Never. So look at this. I want to say this before we go to. Never seek success. Seek to become a person of value, and success will find you. Can I say that again? Never seek success. Seek to become a person of value, and success will ultimately find you. Now, one of the things you would do in order to, I'll also refer us back to the place that we couldn't read, but I think in course of mommy's teaching, we read it, Matthew 25, Matthew, and then Luke 19. I broke this in this way. If you want to maximize your potential, the first thing you must do is to know the giver of the gift. The giver of the gift. The giver of the gift. Now, do you remember that man when he was asked to give account? He started giving a wrong account of his master. He said, I know you, you are a very hard man. See, no, the giver of the gift. I'm not going to talk so much about it. Believe in the giver of the gift. You see, the Bible will talk about that through the knowledge, divine power is made available to us through the knowledge of him. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you this. The more you know God, the more you know yourself. Know and believe in the giver of the gift, because you cannot know yourself outside of God, because you are made in his image. So as you know him, you know yourself. Number 2, believe in your gift. Believe in your gift, no matter what that gift is. You see, one of the problems that servant had was that he never believed in his own gift. He went and did what? Hid it. Because believe in that gift. Believe in it. Believe is that gift that will bring you wealth. Believe is that gift that will bring you, don't look down on anything. No. Now let me tell you something. And I'm going to use this opportunity. You see, we have this kunu that we make. If you drink that kunu, your life will never remain the same. You see, you can see somebody concurring. And a pastor from Cameroon, you can testify. And I gave him, your life has not remained the same since that time. And I'm wondering how you're going to cope without that kunu in Cameroon. Now, you see, that thing looks it may look so insignificant. In fact, before, my wife used to make this kunu, we just be giving it, drinking anyhow. People would just free of charge. Drink. In fact, sometimes people who don't like kunu, when they come to our house, we say, let's offer you kunu. They say, no, I don't like kunu. We said, look, this kunu is not like the normal kunu. Just, if you test it, you will testify. You say, let me try it. So, you see somebody who doesn't like kunu. Do you have another bottle? and then when the person is not going, he said, that kunu, is this still remain? Can I take as I'm going? I know there are few persons who have experienced what I'm saying. Now, we do this in free. Now, this year, we had a conference in church, Mission and Prosperity Conference. So, we had a guest where we taught after teaching. Then, in course of the prayer session, you see, the power of God was just so heavy. And my wife just received an inspiration. That kunu, kunu. Okay, wait. So, the recipe for, use it for. Okay. You can supply the kunu. And you see, somebody now said, okay, one of those people who do, I don't like kunu. They have experienced the kunu. The other one is kunu, this one is kunu. They are not the same. The one you are used to is kunu. This one is what? Kunu. They are not the same. So he was like, that kunu, can I get the recipe? He said, no, I can supply you. Now, you see, between that time and April and now, you don't know the amount of money that have come in as a result of the kunu. Not kunu. I warn you, don't call it kunu if you don't want us to have issues. If you don't want me to have problem with you, don't call it kunu. It's kunu. You see, you can't believe, you can't imagine that. I'm trying to tell you, there are things you despise that might be where God will bless you more. So you must believe in what you have. You see, I have a friend. She was our mama when we served in NCCF in Sokoto 2004. Sisters coordinator. Do you know that they have built a factory around Zobo? Zobo. They have built a factory. And he said the way she just started by hawking Zobo, and people were mocking her. A graduate, what are you doing with mocking Zobo? Now they have a factory. And you know, they have different flavors. And that's what I'm talking about, refining your gift. Like this Kunu, very soon we trust God to refine it. And you're going to have vanilla flavor, this one flavor. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Kunu. See, believe, don't allow anybody, believe. And now the package and supply. The Tito yogurt you are seeing today, do you know how it started? A youth copper finished in Makurdi here and started making yogurt and moving in wheelbarrow. And today now, the Tito has become some. That's why you must believe in your talent. Believe in it. Now, number 3, never stop learning. Can you help me tell someone, never stop learning? Never stop learning. I said, never stop learning. Never stop learning. Oh my God. Hear this. Learning is the key to your becoming the best version of you. You see, the world is continuously evolving. So if you don't keep up by learning, you are going to be left behind. Are you with me? Are you with me? Keep learning. One of the ways to refine your gift, to maximize it, is to keep learning. Is the learning that will upgrade your talent. A leader is a reader. A reader is a leader. Read. Go out for learning. Go and learn. It's not one of the gifts of the Spirit. You have to go and learn by yourself. Buy books. Go for trainings. Go for seminars. If there is one to pay, pay. Don't say freely you have received. Freely. No. Pay. Learn. Number 4, consistent practice. Keep practicing. That thing you are doing, if you're a singer, keep singing. If you're a preacher, keep preaching. If you're a communicator, keep communicating. The thing you are doing, keep practicing. You see, it is consistent practice that makes experts. Are you with me? They said you need 10,000 hours of investing 10,000 hours in a particular thing to become an expert in it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Yes, and you know, they pay experts more than they pay every other person. The same field. So for you to be an expert, be consistent practice. Now, let me give you two examples. How many of you know Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketballers? One of the things that distinguished him was consistent practice. Consistent practice. In fact, they said that Michael Jordan, throughout his career, nobody ever came to practice before him. Nobody. Nobody ever came to practice, and nobody ever was the last person to leave. He will be the first to come, he will be the last to go. In fact, they said one of the times they were having they had a match, and in that match he got injured. So by the reason of that injury, you know that he will not be able to play the next match. So he may not be able to even come for training. Now, you know, there's somebody who has been trying to beat him to be the first person to come for practice. So the person was so happy that on this day now that Jordan is injured, he's going to be the first person to come for practice. And as he was strolling into the court, the basketball court, he was hearing boom, 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 boom. To his amazement, as he came in, he saw somebody with bandage still doing. I've forgotten the number of throws that he said he would practice, throwing from distance. He kept practicing. He was a champion. You know how many matches he won in injury time? That's the last throw. They will be losing, maybe losing by 2 points. And he will, from a distance, throw it. And the thing will just jump in. And that's 3 points. And you just hear, time it has gone. And you are winning, they were winning them by 2 points. And he came by consistent practice. And he said, do you know how many he didn't get? And he started practicing that Michael Jordan, started beating the law of gravity. He will jump on the air. The people that went up with him will be coming down. While you're coming down, he's still going up. It's not a gift. It came by practice. That thing you are doing, practice, dedicate hours. Dedicate and make it a daily thing. Dedicate hours. Check the people the games they are playing now. That's how the people become champions. They will mark out 4 hours of training daily. Come rain, come sunshine, they are out there. Whether that is winter, whether that is cold, they will you see them. You see, that's why Nigeria will never win. They don't win anything. It's 2 days to the point. We now start saying, Lord, by the grace of God, as the people go, You see, prayer. You see, the way you use prayer as a talisman in this part of, the way we use prayer as if it's juju, somebody will not read his book. They say, lift up your Bible, let them anoint it. For example, when it's exam time, they say, for example, somebody that has not read, and you are praying for the Bible, is it that the Bible will be writing itself? You see, that's one of the reasons why some people don't want to have anything to do with their Christianity, because some of the things that we're preaching has nothing to do with God. It makes God look as if we are God is a dumb God. We give success to somebody just because the person is a Christian, the person who read, and he will now make a Christian to now become the best in the class. Abba, who do you think God is? Excellence is his name. He's a just God. He won't do dumb things. You think grace is the absence of work? Apostle Paul, I think 1st or 2nd Corinthians 10:15, he said the grace of God was at work in me. He said I labored more than they all. So when grace comes into you, it's not for you to sleep. It causes you to labor. It causes you to labor. Consistent practice. Hi, let me just do these 2 and we'll close. There are many more. You see, mentorship. You must learn from the best. You must begin to find mentors. Mentors are the keys to success. They are the ladders to where you are going. Whatever you want to become, somebody is already that. Learn from them. You can have many mentors. You can have physical mentors. There are people you may never see in life. Let them mentor you from afar. Read their books. Go listen to their podcasts. Go listen to their... You don't know how much your life can change by listening to certain things. Listen to podcasts. Don't just listen to only things on prayer. Listen. You have a business. Go to open the internet. Instead of watching Aki and Popo, Tom and Jerry, type something about business and you will see several topics. Many people who will speak in that dimension. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? Have mentors. Don't say me, I want to receive my own direct from the Holy Ghost. You already gave somebody. Go and learn. You see, one of the things that mentorship will do, it will shorten your journey. Something that took somebody 10 years to learn, he will just hand it over to you in 5 minutes. You don't reinvent the wheel. Mentorship will make you avoid certain mistakes. Mentorship. You see, let me tell you this. It doesn't matter how anointed you are, you need a mentor. Moses was seeing God face to face, and he didn't know he was doing something that would kill him. Morning to night, he's judging only him, one man, line up. They give this one, you are number 1,000, to see one man. And his father-in-law came and mentored him and said, Moses, you will soon die. It's death that is calling you. Death is inviting you, and you are going. And he said, this thing you are doing is not good. He said, delegate. 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 He said, raise people. Make one to judge 5 people. Let this one judge 50. Let this one judge 100. And if now there's any puff something. You see, sometimes we want to be the one. Let everybody say you are the only one doing something. Glory. You see, hear this. I heard this many years ago, and it changed my thinking. He said, great things happen when we don't care who takes the glory. Sometimes people may wonder why I'm not stressed. I delegate. I delegate. For example, in our church, and I'm not the one who appoints the person that leads prayers. I've handed over that responsibility to somebody. I'm not the one who appoints people who moderate. I've given them a pool where to select moderators, and somebody is handling it. So I'm not, it's not my business. Learn to, don't say if they don't do it, if you give them something, they will do it and it will spoil. Let it spoil. People learn as they fail, they learn. And you see, one of the ways to maximize your gift is that don't be afraid of failing. Failing is part of the process. It's part of the process. No successful man without failing. You know, I told them in church one time, I don't know if they believe me, there is nobody who has never slept off while they were praying. Is there anybody here? Anybody? I'm just saying, are you sure? I'm not looking this side though. I'm just looking this side. Is there anybody? Bishop of Cameroon, have you ever slept off while you are praying? You have slept? You mean with all your anointing? You see, I'm just trying to let people know that it's part of the process. Let nobody tell you, if you pray and sleep, you are not in, you are carnal. My friend, go and sit down. Even Peter was praying and slept off. He had a vision. And let me look for trouble. Those of you that say, if you serve you food in the dream, you are possessed. They served Peter, he was sleeping. God brought food. He brought food and said, kill and eat. You know, Pastor C was saying jokingly, in this economic hardship, even demons are not giving people food again. Food is scarce. Food is available. Even in the dream, they are not giving people again. we do many religious things. I remember we were growing up all the time. You ate in the dream, come out. They will finish, we will still go back. Jesus, they brought it there and said, kill and eat. And Peter said, no, Lord. What do you mean by no, Lord? No and Lord, they don't go together. Yes, Lord. He said, no, Lord. Now, what I'm trying to say by that is this. Failure is part of the process. You can never become without failing. You see, even God is aware. He said the righteous will fall 7 times. You are not permitted to remain on the ground. That's the only thing. So don't say, what if I fail? Okay, ask, what if you pass? You see, the fear of failing has held many people back. And I hear in my spirit there are many of you, fear of failing has held you back from the things that God is calling you to do. And under this atmosphere, I command that fear to be broken right now. I command that fear to be broken right now. Now think about it. If many years ago our mommy did not start this thing, bringing how many people into our room, we're not going to be here. And let me tell you this, in the process there have been so many challenges. There's been so many ups and downs. If you don't want trouble, die. They say, where did they bring this pastor that is telling people this type of... I'm just telling you, that's the truth. If you don't want trouble, don't kill yourself, but die. You know, killing yourself and dying, they are not the same thing. If you kill yourself, you go to hell. But if you die, sleep go belleful, dead person. Nobody will trouble you. Even the people you are owing will not come and say, pay me, you must pay me today. They have left you. They have left you. They won't have business with you. Trouble no they finish. But trouble cannot stop us. Hey, hallelujah. Don't be afraid of failing. Get a mentor. And as I close, there are so many things. Be excellent. The thing you are doing, do it excellently. You see it thou a man diligent. If you read some other translations, Proverbs 22:29. He said, see the man who can do things well. So do it. The little things you are doing, do them diligently. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Hey, somebody. Okay, let's read that. He said, if you are uniquely gifted in your work, you will rise and be promoted. You won't be held back. You will stand before kings. You see, no need. Sometimes we pray for promotion. Just pray to be excellent. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you hearing what I'm saying? The little things, little things, try and do them well. Psalm 78 as I close. Psalm 78. Let's read that. You see, it is the little things that you do well that will command your promotion. If you are singing, prepare, sing well at the level where you are. If you are cooking, cook well. From verse 70. See, the little things you do them well. Now here, 70. He chose David, also his servant, and took him from the sheepfolds. Now, do you see where God took? And because he was doing it well. And from following hills, great, with young, he brought him to feed Jacob his people and Israel his inheritance. Now look at this. Look at this. So he fed them according to, these are the two things you need in life to excel. The integrity of his heart, character. And guided them by the skillfulness of his hands. Skill, excellence, do it well. Do it well. Do it well. Don't do things anyhow. Do the little things you are doing well. Let me tell you this. You need technical skills and you need managerial skills. Technical skills has to do with your talent. Managerial skills, you have to learn those ones, acquire it. How to manage people, how to manage resources. You can be a good carpenter and you don't have managerial skills. Your carpentry work will not move to the international level. The Lord bless you.
Wave your hands. Now let's give the Lord a clap and a shout. Hallelujah. How many of you know that this is a kind of teaching you may register either online or in a school and pay money to get.